What's up, guys? It's the 1st of June, and I'm in a cross mood. When are you not? You're lucky there's so much time and space between us, bitch. Just kidding, but not really, because today, I am not under the influence of good vibes, which is quite possibly the most ENFP thing I've ever said. Which leads me to, there's a title there, so you know what this is about, but because I just started this YouTube channel, I don't know, time means nothing to me, so we'll say a month ago. And the majority of people that have reached out to me in some way has been a confused ENFP. Now, let's put some shit out there right here, right now, so this doesn't come off too bitchy, because it's gonna be fucking bitchy, dude. I love the ENFP. I do. I very much appreciate their effervescence, their wittiness, their hilariousness. Like, they're not a bad type. They're a great fucking type. I mean, comparatively speaking, it's like they're definitely in the top 5, like from the perspective of an INFJ even. And I tell this to every ENFP that I usually tell them this, that if you were, hi puppy, look at this damn dog. I said ENFP, not INFP, puppies. You're introverted. What does that mean? Go play in the water, dude. Go play in the water. It's not that deep. Sorry, fucking hell. I end up telling them that, hey man, don't be upset that you're not an INFJ. I think so many of them want to be INFJ because it's almost like a brand thing, because for as much as they say and purport themselves to be people who don't care about like labels and shit like that, they fucking do, dude. Everything from medical diagnoses to car models, whatever. Yeah, no, they fucking care. Okay, they do. And they love labels. That's just probably because it's like, with their superego being the ISTJ, the ISTJ is very much like, okay, this goes in this box, this is, everything is orderly in a file, and so, yeah, like at their best, they're gonna be very orderly people. So I end up telling them that, hey, don't be mad you're not an INFJ, okay? If you were to, because I've read this before, and I'm pretty sure it's true, but I'm not sure 100%, but it's on Google, so whatever. But like, apparently if you were to put 100 of the smartest people in a room, the ENFP would be the most represented. Like, that's not, just some flippant piece of, factoid. It's like, that's, and then I always follow it up with, that said, just because you have the capacity, your type has the capacity to be the smartest, doesn't mean you automatically are, okay? In fact, it makes you very vulnerable to being dumb, because you end up going through life, wandering in rooms with adults and just thinking, I'm the smartest one here because I can see all the possibilities. And you guys are narrow-minded because you're adults, with your fucking labels again. Is my hair okay? No, it's not, sorry. Like, I swear to God, like today, oh man, today was not a day for Wendy, like at all. I'm very cross, you guys. I'm very cross. I'm in the perfect mood to make this fucking Oh, the subconscious. Did I say super ego for them? No, that's my super ego. That's their subconscious. Sorry. Yeah, because my super ego definitely came out because it was just like, I've had, let's see, about 4, maybe 5 ENFPs like directly reach out to me either by Anchor, by leaving me voice messages. We'll say 3 that way, yeah, because there's 3 that way. 1 via email. They got my email from like a way previous video that I had put out, like when the channel was something completely different. I think it's one of my earlier videos, but I put my fucking personal email in there because I couldn't remember like my business one, which really freaked me out. It was just like, he sent me, of course, the longest message, and it was just like, the only thing I wrote back was like, okay, I'm gonna get to your message, because it was late, and I was just like, I'm gonna get to your message tomorrow, promise, but I need to know, how did you get my personal email address? And he's like, oh, it was in one of your videos. And it's just like, okay, I need to take that down, but like, I'm not, because it's just like, nothing matters, everything is stupid. Yeah, so 4 via Anchor. What did I say, 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. 3. 1 via email, personal fucking email. And then just a bunch through, the comment section. So apparently, and I don't know if this happens to other INFJ YouTubers. They just get like a lot of confused ENFPs, like being like, hey, I'm INFJ too. But I went on YouTube and I searched, I think something like ENFP or INFJ, and nothing came up. So I was just like, okay, well, somebody has to make a video of this, because we can't have so many. I mean, I just don't like people not knowing who they are, okay? It's just it's just embarrassing, I think, like, and I just don't like it. Like, it's just like, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like, and like, turning the bitch dial all the way up, it's just like, you fucking wish you were as cool as I am, dude. Like, as we are, as INFJs are. We are, like, the epitome of cool, It's like ISTP cool, but with a heart. ESTP cool, but like with a brain. Like ISTJ cool, but like with empathy. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, for as tortured of an existence as this is, it's still very much a privilege, because you just feel so, like, yeah, it says F, but I'm very much a T, and I very much come off as a T. And, it's just, I feel very privileged as this type, because it's almost like we don't have to choose, E or I, all the above, sir. Because, like, look at how much content I've put out since I've started, like, between this podcast, my podcast, and this YouTube channel, I have put out so much shit, just one take, talking, no co-host, just living my life and just spewing all the stuff that goes through my fucking brain at that time. And it's not always like that. Sometimes a little bit quieter, sometimes a little bit. Anyway, let's just get down to business. I'm sorry, I'm doing a 10-minute intro. That's so ENFP. No, that's very ENTP, quite honestly. They take forever to get to the fucking point. I'm sorry. Okay, you know who you are. If you are watching, I'm sorry. I did not mean that as a diss, because I know that you hear it very often. Puppies, come here. What are you doing? You look lost. Are you a lost dog? Somebody call the cops. Come here. Yeah, this pisses me off even because it's warm, and I get to watch this dog just drinking like river water, and it looks so fucking good. And it's just like, yeah, that's just the theme of today. It's just mosquitoes, dude. Like, yeah, and it's mosquito hour. Like, today's not the day. Start off with, I got a call. Excuse me. Come here. Come up here. Co-host. Get up here. I got a call from this place that, the place that I've been, get your ass up here, for fuck's sake. You can do it. You're a dog. You literally have 4-wheel drive. He's acting like it's impossible to just do this. Like, I know, today's impossible, huh, Bubby? Today is just like an impossible day to like just thrive. But yeah, first thing in this morning, I get a call, and never mind that I had like the worst night, like of just a swollen uterus, cramps. Like, I did not sleep very well at all. It was terrible. So yeah, I got a call this morning, and it's this place that I interviewed almost 3 weeks ago now, that it's a much better paying job. It's a full-time position. It has great benefits, it would allow me and this dog to have our own place to live. They're like, so we're having trouble getting a hold of the reference that you provided. And I was just like, oh my God, mentor. So they're like, do you have another one? I was like, yes, and I gave them another one. A very distinguished psychotherapist from the town that I used to live in. I was like, it's not mine. And she laughed at that. She was like, that's funny. It's just a client that I had, because when I was up in Bellingham, I was the most fisherman dudes. I was the highest paid dog boarder, and possibly walker, but maybe not walker, because I didn't do a whole lot of walking. But boarding wise, like, yeah, other people, like, the max amount was like $30. I was like $80 a night, and I was constantly booked. Because yeah, if you have a difficult dog, you very much are aware that like you need somebody of like Secret Service kind of stature to watch after your dog, especially if they're going to be gone for like over a week or two, which they generally were. So, and then when you see like, oh, she has this dog, it's like, yeah, she's clearly all about that dog life. So just shut up. I'm sorry. Okay. And it's funny because like originally I wrote 10 ways to tell you're an ENFP as opposed to an INFJ. I ended up getting 19 fucking things, so let's just get into it. I'm so sorry. I will put a timestamp in the description saying bitch doesn't start, this video doesn't actually start until 13:22. So number 1, you go up to people and talk to them. An INFJ would never. I mean, asterisk. Maybe in a situation where they were like the top dog, like maybe a job scenario where like they had been there for a minute, they were established in their position within the company, and everybody else and was like an introvert and icing out like the new guy. Yeah, maybe then we would go up to them, ESTP subconscious, and be like, hey, welcome to the wolf pack, but in normal, like just being outside in the world, not like a work scenario with like a new person, we would never, ever just go up to somebody and start talking, much less introduce ourselves. Although it's basically the same level of just like, hell no, we would not do that. We have receptive energy. We do not have initiator energy. He's digging a hole. Look at him. The INFP can be so industrious. So, yeah, if you've done that more than 3 times in your life, just gone up to somebody and started talking, red flag. Not red flag, but just put a check, like maybe get like a little piece of paper and like write INFJ, ENFP, and every time, maybe we don't even need the INFJ column, because I wanted to kind of put like and maybe I will actually still kind of do like a counterpoint as to like how the INFJ would handle something. So I don't know, maybe 2-column it, but maybe not, but just like every time you resonate with something, checkpoint it. And if you get over like, what did I say, there's 19 of these, if you get over like 5 of them, there's a good chance you're ENFP. Anyway, okay, so number 2, you generally talk and write a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, like in comments and the way people have reached out to me, whether it be like a voice message or an email, like these people will write a lot of shit. And again, there's 2 different ways of communicating. There's direct talk, like the way that I talk, it's very direct, okay? As opposed to flowery, where they just talk a whole lot about different things. And I don't know, I guess like my intro, the reason why it really bothers me is because it's pretty flowery. It's like, for me, it's just like, just get to the fucking point, bitch. What's the video about? Why are you telling me about your fucking peers? Shut up, you know? That's very ENFP. And maybe I'm in my unconscious right now because, yeah, I'm a little bit worried. Not worried, but just kind of stressed in a way. I mean, things are leveling out a little bit, you know, like pain-wise, leveling out. Yeah, because I'm not in any pain now. Like, I'm just kind of uncomfortable. But I'm also trying, it's, you know, unconscious is also where the wisdom is. And I'm just kind of trying to be very, like, wise to my audience so that they can be that much more clear about who they are, who or what they are, however you want to put that. So number 2, that was number 2. You generally talk and write a lot. 3, you quote unquote don't care about how you look in terms of dress to others. You dress how you feel, or how you like, which is to say, so I feel bad. You wanted that spot, a Fisher dude, and we're just here being cunts. I was gonna say, you can do it, but now I feel like an asshole. I don't know, whatever. It's whatever. See, the theme of today is garbage. Okay. Yeah, they generally dress like men and women, like the guys very much are like, I've heard them say so many times, like, I will go out in my pajamas to the grocery store and fuck everyone who judges me because I don't care. Like, this is me, you know? And women, they're, you know, that quintessential bitch who's wearing like leopard pants and like a zebra top, you know? It works somehow. They are fashionable, the women anyway. But yeah, yeah. And INFJs are very similar in that, like, we definitely have like our own style. And we dress how we feel too. But we're just a little more clean about it and not nearly as, you know, we're a little classier about it. Like, yeah, we might wear cheetah pants, but like the top will be black, you know? So it's like one thing is crazy, not everything is crazy. Number 4, sorry, I literally like, it's like I went through it double space, but then because I thought it was just gonna be 10, but then it was like, oh, another one, so I had to put it in between like 1 and 2, you know, and so there's, number 4, you care about your car. Generally, you like a nice car. This, I think, applies more to the males because, like, I swear, at one point I knew 4 ENFP males, and 3 of them had Volvos. And the other one had, I don't think he had a car, actually. I think he was like a student or something. No, he had a, who's my boss? He had a, like, electric car. So they're very guys anyway. But generally, it's like, it's weird. Like, the guys will care less about how they dress, but they will care about their car very much. They're just like, they're very, I need to have a nice car. It's kind of like the way that they are, that's their favorite status symbol. Whereas women are more like, I need to dress nice and cool and hip and whatever, eccentric. So yeah, guys generally will not, ENFP dudes will generally not drive shitty cars. Like, they just won't. And this obviously is like very limited information. It's not gonna apply to everybody and every ENFP. So so 5, modern music really pisses you off. You hate modern music, and I get it. I get it. But at the same time, it doesn't. I don't know, because, okay, so I love electronic dance music, okay? Like, that is my shit. That is my jam. That's always been my jam since I was a wee lass. Yeah, no, they're very snob, music snobby. You know, they love real music, you know, whether it be classic rock, folk music, just anything really well composed with, like, organic sound. A lot of them make music themselves. INFJs, I feel like we also like, you know, good music. I feel like we're just a lot more open to all types of music, even the garbage, you know, like, I can kind of tell sometimes when, like, okay, this is garbage, but it's like, it's gratuitous and I still can enjoy it. I just, at the end of the day, it's just like, for them, it just really gets under their skin, and they're very critical of modern day music, whatever's freshest or trending. Like, they almost violently get fucking angry with what is, you know, up. Let's see. 6, you have a pretty high opinion of yourself compared to others. Like, they generally, no matter where they are in life, they generally have a good opinion of themselves. It's very hard for an INFJ to feel good about themselves. And if we do, you know, it's very, like, under the surface, and we really can't, it's like a slippery snake, like those weird things in the 90s, like the tube of water with glitter in it. It's very hard for us to hold. You know, like, our life is basically trying to not drop that tube, because, like, that's our like, opinion of ourselves. Like, obviously, you know, I say this, I love myself. I would not want to be anyone else, any other type, you know, but, like, at the same time, it's like, that's not the way that they kind of, it's just natural to them, you know, like, they're like a fish in water about it. Like, their good self-esteem is something that that's the water to them, and they don't even know that they have it, but that you can very clearly tell that this person thinks pretty highly of themselves. They think they're pretty damn special, and they are. You guys are. Trust me. I see it. Most people see it. You know, arguably, that's a lot of why you have a lot of trouble in life, is because people see that specialness, you know, that and they're just like, why don't I get that, you know? And it's just like, he has so much, or she has so much, you know? It just is what it is, dudes. So, okay. 7, you're really scared of being annoying. Yeah, I feel like most ENFPs, male or female, they're like, that is a very real thing for them. They're very scared of being annoying. They're very cognizant of how very quickly they can be annoying, and very just, like, a lot to handle. And, ask a lot of questions and just be really intense, and people just don't, really like that, because it's an extroverted kind of thing, I think, and they just, I'm not an extrovert, but it's like, yeah, but you're aware that you can be a lot for a lot of people very quickly. So INFJs, I really don't feel like that's a very real fear of ours, I guess unless we were being super unconscious focused and like just being a lot, kind of out of control. But generally speaking, it's not like a general fear of ours. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, that's never really been a fear of mine, like that I'm annoying. And if it was, like, my introvertedness just kind of takes care of it, because I'm alone so much so it doesn't matter. 6, 7. You're really, oh no, yeah, idiot. 8. You're super up to date with culture, music, movies, books, etc. Yeah, you guys are very, very up to speed on what is out there, what's trending, what the trends are, like just in general what the kids are talking about. INFJs, we're very hit or miss. It's just we tend to focus on certain things, subjects, and we might be up to date on those things, but generally speaking, we're not up to date on, we're not unaware. We're not unaware of, what's in, but we're generally not on the cutting edge like you guys are, like not at all. 9, you're pretty good about going after things, jobs, people, dreams you think you deserve. Oh my God, they're gonna eat me alive, you guys. Yeah, it's like, you might struggle with going after all 3, but generally speaking, it's like all of the ENFPs I've met, they're very good about like, fuck this job, I'm going after this one. I'm gonna be a musician. I'm gonna date that person, or I'm gonna try and date that person. That's why I think so many people reach out to me, because they literally are like, I want to date her, she is me, I am her, I need to give this a shot. I have a possible connection with this person. And yeah, I'm gonna go after it. I feel like that's what a lot of these ENFPs who have reached out to me, that was ultimately the motive, was just like, that's my girl, and it's just like, I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll see. I don't. 10, they smile a lot. You smile a lot. I'm 35. Do you have, sorry, I don't have anything on, so like my skin is a little bit, this is clearing up. Fuck that farmed fish. Look, is that permanent though? Like these, no, it shouldn't be. And yeah, I had like some ingrown hairs. Sorry. Yeah, they smile. They have like it's a very triangular. Sorry, did I brush my teeth today? I feel like my teeth are, I did. Is it this drink? Is it red? I don't know. Yeah, they have like a triangular, kind of like South Parky kind of smile. Like I don't know. I won't even talk about INFJ smiles because I don't actually know. I really don't. I feel like the INFJ generally has kind of just like a resting face, like a very observant face, like where we're like, it's not mad, sad, or happy. It's just like kind of like, again, like I don't have any smile lines, okay? And I'm 35. I don't smile that much. I don't smile that often, I don't smile at people. Generally speaking, I'll give them like a you know, but like ENFPs, like they, you know, they very much will flash a smile, like all teeth out, and yeah, like they smile a lot. Like, I feel like INFJs overall, like we just again have more of a resting kind of neutral face. 11. Yeah. You love to drop names for clout. You love to hold on to names for clout. Like if you dated a rock star in the past, you know, you talk, I don't care if it was 10 years ago, you talk about that person because they were in a band. You talk about, you've dropped the band name a lot. Yeah, you guys are very much like, oh, I know this person, you know, I know this person. And I see it sometimes in myself because I've had some people in my life that were very famous. But that said, it's like, I have not dropped most of them. But yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes, you know, I have my favorite, not one of my favorite things, memories. It's about 5 years ago. My friend, a woman, took me down to her uncle's house. And I was in their house. This was in Carmel by the Sea, some stupid city, like very bougie city. I think Clint Eastwood was like the mayor at one point. And so we're walking through their beautiful home, and I was actually dressed a lot like this. I was like wearing black leggings and just like a big coat, and I never wear black leggings. This is like literally like the second time this year I have, just because, yeah, I'm on my period and I could give a fuck right now. I'm not even wearing socks. I don't ever go out without socks. This was so weird for me. I had to go pick up some dog food. Fuck, hold on. God, mosquito's gonna bite my foot. Yeah, that's exactly what I need, a mosquito bite on the top of the foot. You fucking fuck. Yeah, so we're going through their house, and we're going through the kitchen, and I'm walking up to the fridge, and I like see a face on the on one of the Polaroids, not a Polaroid, but just like a photo, a printed out photo, like a developed photo on the fridge. And I look closer, it's like I recognize the person, and I look, and it's fucking Brooke Shields with the woman who owns the home from that Christmas. Like, Brooke Shields spent it at that house with that woman, my friend's like aunt-in-law. Like, it just blew my mind. Like, holy shit. Anyway, but yeah, they love, and that's my unconscious right now, I guess, like going crazy. But generally speaking, like, no, I value other people's anonymity. Like, I have a lot of kind of instances like that, life circumstances where I'm directly tied to pretty powerful people, but like I don't talk about it because I just don't really need that kind of clout in my life. Oh God. But yeah, no, they love, and we'll get to I think why in a minute. It's their SI. So 11, 12, you're almost, if not always, the smartest person in the room. And that's something I also tell people, going back to like one of the first things I said, when I would tell people who are confused ENFP, thinking they're INFJ, I tell them, hey, you're like the smartest type. But hey, if you continually, and this is somebody, I don't know who says this, but like if you continually if you're the smartest person in a room, you're in the wrong room, okay? So for them, like this, I hope this, you know, if this resonates a lot with you, where you're just like, dude, I am always the smartest person in the room. It's like, well, you are oftentimes in the wrong room then. You are hanging out with idiots. You know, you need to be challenged, or spend a lot more time by yourself, like making yourself smarter with books and like good research, not just like skimming the surface kind of bullshit. Me, like, no, I have no problem being humble enough to realize that like other people have the capacity to be smarter than I am. maybe not overall, like if you were to like take the average of like our emotional intelligence, our IQ intelligence, and you know, other types, I don't know. I don't know, they just very much feel like they're always the smartest person in the room, like just like the savviest business person or what have you. Good with people, relations. Oh God. Okay, 13, you're known as the life of the party or the group. Like, yeah, like INFJs, like we just need to spend so much time alone, like so much time alone. And we can be, but generally we're not that person that has to be at a party to get it going. You know, I've heard a lot of ENFPs kind of complain about this, where it's just like, yeah, I always have to be, ENFPs and ENFJs, I always have to show up at a party because they expect me to kind of be like the life of it, you know? INFJs, I really don't feel like we really get that very often. Like, we're great hosts and we love to make everybody feel comfortable, but generally we're not that firework, you know? 13, where are you? You're known... No, that was it, sorry. 14. Where's 14? You have 3+ friends. Yeah, yeah, if you have over 3 friends, just straight up, that's a red flag. Like, I really just, I don't know, like I feel like I kind of retire friends very easily. I don't know. I don't even know how many friends I would say I really have. Like, I think my INTJ friend is like the most consistent person that I talk to. Because, yeah, we're just very similarly built and very similarly going through the same kind of bullshit in life right now. We're kind of the same age, and yeah. Anyway. What did I say? 14? 14 went up for some reason. 15. You have a love past that is incomparably heartbreaking. Like, I feel like most ENFPs, like, they, always have to use the word narcissist to describe their most, you know, hardest breakup. You know, they never can just be like, yeah, you know, we broke up. You know, they're always a narcissist, and that breakup really fucking fucked them up. Got him. Yeah, they have very much like, because their thing with romantic relationships is very, I don't want to use the word passionate, because like I feel like my relationships as an INFJ are pretty passionate, but it's like, it's much more, how do I put, they're just very, I don't know, at the end of the day, I feel like they kind of have unhealthy relationships, like just unhealthy attachment issues. Because, yeah, they really demand a lot from their partner, like a lot. Where's that heartbreak one? Shit, I'm so sorry. This is not, okay. So that was 15, 16, where's 16? We're getting to the end of it. And I think this is a repeat, actually. When I wrote down, I was like, you've already written this down, bitch, but there's so much here that, again, you have a high opinion of yourself, okay? Like, most of the time. INFJs, we're basically incapable of, like, really feeling good about ourselves. And it's impossible to feel good about ourselves long term. Like, I mean, look at today. Like, my ass is so different from the past couple days. You know, I've been like on a, like, you know, good, at least stable, but now like today it's just like, fuck everything. Fuck. I don't know. Just today, I don't know. 16, 17. You feel like you quote unquote deserve certain people, / to be in certain people's lives. Like, yeah, like I feel like, yeah, the way that most people, ENFPs have reached out, they're just like, we, you know, even if like it was pretty clear in our interaction that like we weren't romantically gonna work, which yeah is a bummer to them, they still were like, well, we should still hang out, we should still talk, because like I deserve to talk to you because you are cool, you are smart, and I am cool and smart, and so two cool and smart people should talk. It's very, I don't know, like it's a very entitled kind of thing. Sorry, I know that sounds bad. 17, 18. Your person must be 100% about you. Like, yeah, I feel like they are very, again, it goes back to kind of like that unhealthy attachment style. It's just really like, it's really quick. Nothing about it is slow. Like, I feel like INFJs, we kind of have like a, especially like the more mature we are, we're kind of like a little more, is the word tepid? Intrepid? No, not intrepid. Like, we're just a little bit, it's like job wise, like if you're an ENFP, they're that job where it's like you interview, and at the end of the interview they tell you straight up, all right, you're hired. Or, you know, they say it in a way, well, we'll let you know, if you got the job, and it's kind of obvious you didn't. With an INFJ, it's very much like there's multiple interviews. You know, there's a phone interview in the beginning, and then there's another interview, if not a second interview, and it's kind of like what I'm going through now with this job, where it's just like we had a well, I don't think we had a phone interview, but we had a lengthy sign up process, you know, checking out the profile and stuff, making a profile, and then an interview with 3 fucking people grilling my ass, and then, hey, we need another fucking reference, and hey, we couldn't get a hold of that reference, could you give us another reference? You know, it's very much like there's, before we commit, we're gonna really check your ass out. Whereas the ENFP, it's just like, I like you, we're ride or die now, you know? And it's just like, it's a marked difference, I feel like, in the way that we choose to be with people. And I'm hogging up a primo fucking fishing spot. I need to hurry the fuck up. What number was that? Fuck. 19? No, so 18. Yeah, your person must be 100% about you. So 19. You have a great memory. Love to talk about the past a lot. And this is the SI, where it's just like, whatever point that was, where it's like, I feel like they are so good with memory. Like, they remember stuff. Like, they remember smells, colors, feelings, people, words, you know? Like, it is very much something that they're just like, they love to talk about it. They love to bring it up, you know? Like, I worked with this ENFP female who was literally 40, and she would talk about elementary school. Bitch, I can't remember anything about elementary school. Like, not really, you know, like, not really. I have one or a couple traumatizing experiences where it's just like, yeah, that sucked. First day of kindergarten, that sucked. Those 3 or 4 girls, you know, telling 4th grade Wendy, completely sexless, you're a lesbian, you know, very just not even a handful of experiences from school. And that includes high school. Like, if up to high school, maybe 5 things I remember, 5 memories, but they seem to remember they have like 5 memories from every grade. Like, it's amazing. Fuck that. 19-ish, yeah, 19. And I think that's it. I don't think I wrote 20. So, okay, yeah, there's 45 minutes of how to kind of differentiate yourself from an INFJ. Yeah, just know, like, There's nothing wrong with being an ENFP, dude. Nothing. Like, absolutely nothing with it, whether you're male or female. You are appreciated, you are loved, you are very smart. But yeah, like, you need to be not ashamed of the fact that you need outside sources. You know, again, like the phone analogy, where you're a phone and you need to be either plugged in or like placed onto things for energy, you know, like, oh, I gotta know about what movies are out, I gotta know what authors and books are hot, I gotta know what zines are in, you know, magazines or whatever, comics, music, you know, like, this artist is up and coming, you know, this actor, whatever, like, so on the edge of that shit, and just constantly being, you know, plugged in and placed on different batteries, you know, or yeah. Whereas like INFJs, I just feel like we just spend so much time in our fucking head, dude. Like, so much time, the majority, and we're just, I don't know, like, I don't want to end this up my ass, but I just feel like we are just on a different level from you guys, ultimately. Like, I mean, we're just on different levels, very different high levels. I mean, we're each other's unconscious, for God's sakes, like, but yeah, a marked difference in where we get our energies from. Like, if you're an ENFP, there's no fucking way you could do what I've done in the past, like, 3+ months, like, in terms of putting out content on the podcast and on this YouTube channel, because it's been every single day where I've uploaded to one or both of the fucking platforms, and it's literally an hour straight, or maybe 20 minutes on the YouTube of me talking. Like, I feel like that would be ultimately impossible, because they would need so much more time to gather that the stuff to talk about. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help you guys to know who you are, and to really own who you are. Because yeah, we need ENFPs. We just need E's in general to be E'ing out, because ultimately I feel like a lot of why the world is so shit is because you extroverts have dropped the fucking ball. You let the world lock you in your fucking house for over 2 years now. You are fucking up, asshole. You should have been out there. But no, it was the introverts being like, this is fucking dumb. How do you guys not see what's going on? But extroverts, social distance, get your jabs. You stupid fucking pieces of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You let them take everything. You let them put you in a fucking box for years. I'm so disappointed with extroverts right now, and especially ENFPs. Although that said, I feel like not all of you are lost, though, because at least one ENFP, the one that broke my fucking heart, is very cognizant. He's just like, that's why he moved to Idaho, because he's just like, I ain't getting this fucking jab. Washington people are and just government is out of control. Like, mandating the mask, I can't do it, you know. So yeah, you guys have the propensity to, again, the propensity to be smart, to see through bullshit. But if you don't do research, if you don't do your due diligence, if you don't believe in yourself, you're gonna be just another fucking sheep. And yeah, there's nothing worse than seeing a fucking unhealthy ENFP who is just completely being stupid, completely just taking jab after jab, wearing the stupidest masks with gills on, just, oh look, this one's cow print, this one's cheated, like making a fucking fantastical situation tolerable, when it's like, this is not, you are literally aiding in your demise, because they took everything from you. You have not been able to perform your music. You're a musician, and you haven't been able to do that in over 2 years now. You haven't been able to see your fucking little niece that you used to talk about that you used to see regularly and see grow up. You haven't seen her for over 2 years now. Like, you stupid fucking bitches are fucking up. Wake the fuck up. Own who the fuck you are. Knock it off. Anyway, it's been about 50 minutes with an INFJ, and I'm just trying to be helpful. Bye.